Yo, what's up guys? You're back with your man TechNick, your go-to guy for videos on the latest tech. Now today it really is all about the latest tech. I have the Vivo X27 here with me, which is very similar to its global brother, the Vivo V15 Pro, and I also have the Xiaomi Mi 9 here with me. Now these two phones are actually really different when it comes to performance. The one, which is the Xiaomi, has the top-end Snapdragon chip in it, which is indeed the 855 chipset, which is running on 7nm technology. And on the left with the Vivo X27, we actually have a mid-range chip inside here, a 10nm technology chip, which is the Snapdragon 710 chipset inside it. Now this is indeed a mid-range chip, but these phones cost exactly the same, and that is because the Vivo is a little bit more premium in certain areas. Nevertheless, I would like to compare the huge differences that you actually see, if there are indeed any benefits with such a damn fast chip inside a phone compared to a mid-range chip. So another thing that I have made sure to do here before we get going with the test is to disable all animations. So in the developer options, I've come here and changed the window animation scale, transition animation scale, and animated duration scale all to off from their standard of 1. So they have been set to off on both of these devices to give it proper raw specs, considering that in my last video a lot of you guys said that you would have preferred to have the animations completely disabled here. So we're both running on default launchers on both phones, no third-party launchers over here, and we also have the same 20 apps on this home screen over here on each device. We're going to run from camera all the way down to PUBG and then all the way back to test out RAM management as well, so that will then be round 2. Now each phone will be allocated a point based on which one opens an app quicker, going in round 1 or round 2. Whether the app is reopened or not, I will allocate it a point based on speed, because this is indeed a speed test. Before we go ahead and do the video, this Xiaomi is like a rocking boat when it comes to balance because of this huge camera bump over there. So I'm going to go ahead and just plug the Xiaomi cover on there for you guys so that it's nice and stable. Now I would put the Vivo one on as well, but this cover it's got like this frosted white look and it kind of takes away from the phone's look, and we don't really need a cover considering Vivo have absolutely no camera bump with the X27. So without further ado guys, let's go! So now I know that it is not the most intense thing to test out when it comes to speed here, but doing a boot speed test here I think is actually quite essential, because you do have quite a few people out there that actually turn their phones off when they go to bed or when they write an exam, for example. So when you need to boot your phone up, it is kind of interesting to see which one is going to boot up quicker in that regard, if that is something that is important to you. And of course we then have the Xiaomi Mi 9 here, so I'll allocate the first point to the Mi 9. The Vivo has now officially popped up, and there we go. Okay, Vivo's animations loaded a lot quicker, all the apps are already there, so I'll definitely give that point ahead to the Vivo. They're both tied on 1 and 1 point. Let's go ahead and test out the under-display fingerprint sensors of both of these devices. These are both optical sensors over here, so it'll be really interesting to see how they stack up, and this is indeed Vivo's 6th iteration of it, since they have been in the game for longer than anyone else when it comes to under-display fingerprint sensors. 3, 2, 1... Okay, a little bit faster on the Vivo over there. Let's go ahead and test it out again. And 3, 2, 1. Definitely quicker on the Vivo again. Let's do it one more time to test it out. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, quicker on the Vivo, so the Vivo will get a point over there. Okay, so let's go ahead and start on camera. 3, 2, 1. Okay, pretty much neck and neck there. We can give them each a point over there. And let's flip it over to the selfie cam. 3, 2, 1. Okay, pretty much a little bit faster on the Xiaomi over there, considering that the Vivo actually has a pop-up camera, so I was expecting that. And then going ahead and taking a snap. Okay, pretty much neck and neck, considering there is no snap animation on the Vivo itself. So let's go back and let's hit on album and gallery respectively. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, a little bit faster on the Xiaomi then. Let's open the photo. 3, 2, 1. Okay, a little bit faster on the Xiaomi again. Let's go back and let's hit into calculator. These are all system apps, so they should be going pretty quick. 3, 2, 1. Okay, a little bit quick on the Xiaomi once again. Another point to the Xiaomi. And let's go to phone. A little quick on the Xiaomi once again, but not that much quicker considering this is the latest and greatest Snapdragon 855 and this is only the 710 chip. Nevertheless, let's keep going. Okay, let's head over to settings. 3, 2, 1. Okay, a little bit quicker on the Xiaomi once again, and let's go through to Spotify. We are on the same Wi-Fi network over here. A little bit quicker on the Xiaomi once again, gets a point over there, and let's open up Astral VPN since we are in China. We're going to need that for all our Google and social media apps. So, a little bit quicker on the Vivo this time, so it gets a point over there, and let's go ahead and turn it on. Okay, pretty much neck and neck there, both deserve a point for that. And let's go through to Facebook. Okay, definitely, pretty much neck and neck there in loading time, so we'll give them each a point. You can see that the Vivo has actually enabled dark mode in Facebook as well, which is actually really cool. Okay, so let's go through to the next app, and that's going to be Instagram. 3, 2, 1. Okay, definitely quicker on the Xiaomi for sure. And let's go to our next app, which is Twitter. 3, 2, 1. Okay, once again, quicker on the Xiaomi. Let's go back and now let's head over to YouTube. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, tiny bit quicker on the Xiaomi, but that was a close call. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through into Netflix. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's see. Definitely loaded quicker on the Xiaomi. The X27 not too far behind. And let's go back and jump onto Photoshop. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's see. Definitely quicker on the Xiaomi. And let's jump into a photo. Quicker on the Xiaomi once again. Okay, let's go back and open up Adobe Clip. 3, 2, 1. Okay, slightly quicker on the Xiaomi once again, but as you guys can see, there's not a huge difference over here. So let's go ahead and export the clip on both devices in 1080p and see which one does a better job here. Okay, let's see, and the Xiaomi takes it, and it lost this round to the S10 Plus in my last video. Be sure to check that video out, but Xiaomi gets another point over there. Okay, so let's go back and head over to Google Chrome. 3, 2, 1. Okay, definitely a tad quicker on the Xiaomi. Let's go through to Subway Surfers, ending up in games now. 3, 2, 1. You know, Vivo always seem to do this multi-turbo thing, but it doesn't actually affect the loading times. I have tried to disable it, but I had no luck there. Definitely quite a lot faster on the Xiaomi indeed. So let's go through to our next game, which is indeed flip diving. 3, 2, 1. Okay, this immersive screen on the X27 is really amazing, guys. Okay, so definitely quicker on the Xiaomi. Once again, no surprise there, guys. Let's go back home and jump onto our next game, which is the first Angry Bird. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go, multi-turbo once again. Pretty much neck and neck so far. And it is indeed quicker on the Xiaomi. Again, no surprise there. But it's really not that far behind this X27 with the Snapdragon 710 chip. I'm actually pretty impressed with this. Okay, so let's go back home and tap on Temple Run 2. 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Already loading on the Xiaomi, still going, and just a tad behind on the Vivo X27. Really not that huge of a difference here, guys. I'm actually really impressed with the Snapdragon 710 chipset compared to the Beast 855. So let's go back and hit on our last app of the 20, and that is PUBG Mobile. So 3, 2, 1, and this is definitely going to be the longest loading one, considering this is the most graphic intense game, one of the most graphic intense games you can actually get on a smartphone, and I'm sure most of you guys already know that. So it would be really interesting to see how this stacks up, and I'm pretty sure it's going to go ahead to the Xiaomi, as it has with so many of the points so far. But if you looked at the Snapdragon 855 comparison that I did between the S10 Plus and the Xiaomi pretty much won every point there as well. So I'm actually really impressed with the X27 here, guys. It's doing a pretty great job for a phone of this caliber, and we obviously have it loading a lot quicker on the Xiaomi here. So this is where you're going to see the big difference, and it is still loading on the X27, guys. Let's just give it a minute and let it do its thing, and there it is, finally in. So now we're going to go ahead and restart the point system for round 2, and we're going to open all the apps from PUBG all the way to the camera and see which kept it open, which has better RAM management, and which will open them quicker. Okay, so let's go ahead with PUBG Mobile. 3, 2, 1. Okay, tiny bit quick on the Xiaomi. Xiaomi gets the first point over there. And let's go to Temple Run 2. 3, 2, 1. Okay, just a tad quicker on the Xiaomi, but I'm actually going to give the point over here because Xiaomi did something strange over there. But nevertheless, give the point to the Vivo over there. Okay, Angry Birds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, tiny bit quick on the Xiaomi, and let's go ahead and jump into flip diving. 3, 2, 1. Okay, neck and neck there. I'll give them both a point for flip diving over there, and let's go into Subway Surfers. 3, 2, 1. Okay, a little bit faster on Xiaomi, give them the point over there. So let's jump onto Google Chrome. 3, 2, 1. Okay, neck and neck over there, so I'll give an even point over there. Let's jump on to Adobe Clip. Okay, definitely quicker on the Xiaomi, and let's go through to Photoshop. Quicker on the Xiaomi once again, and let's go through to Netflix. Okay, tiny bit quick on the Xiaomi, and YouTube. Tiny bit quick on the Xiaomi once again, but it is so close. And Twitter. Okay, definitely fast on the Xiaomi there. You could definitely see that one. Instagram. Okay, once again faster than the Xiaomi. Let's go into Facebook. And ooh, they both had to reload, but that is just because of what they had going on there in the background, because they needed to update the feed. And let's go through to Astral VPN. Okay, a tiny bit quicker on the X27, so I'll give it to that, and let's turn it off on both. Okay, exactly the same, so a point allocated to each. Okay, now let's go through to Spotify. Oh, it was open on the X27 and it was faster, so I'll give the point to the X27. I had to reload on the Xiaomi, which is really interesting. Xiaomi's management is pretty terrible, also considering my last test. Okay, let's go through to settings. 3, 2, 1. And definitely quicker on the Xiaomi, and it seems that both of them killed them in the background, but the Xiaomi was definitely quicker there in opening up phone. Okay, quicker on the X27 since it already had it open and it was faster, so I'll give the point to the Vivo over there. And let's go through to calculator, and pretty much neck and neck there, so I'll give them both the same point. And let's go through to albums and gallery. 27 definitely did a better job in keeping it open in the background, so I'll give the point to the Vivo X27. And let's go through to the camera. Okay, so the Xiaomi was a tad quick over there. The Vivo had to enable the pop-up mode, but the Xiaomi has actually closed the app completely here, so I'm going to go ahead and give the point to the Xiaomi, considering this is a speed test and not necessarily an app management test. So I'm going to give it to the Xiaomi since it did open quicker, but it was interesting that Vivo kept the app running in the background perfectly, as it did with pretty much all of its apps, where Xiaomi decided to kill a lot of apps, and that is really interesting considering I did go into the settings of both of these phones and make sure that battery optimization are turned off for all of these apps, and that there are no restrictions, and that they can all run in the background for as long as they want to, and they consume as much battery consumption as they would want to indeed. So there you guys have it, a total score of 16 for the Vivo X27 and 42 for the Mi 9. On round 1, the Mi 9 absolutely destroyed the X27, but on round 2, the X27 slowly closed the gap because of its good RAM management compared to Xiaomi's terrible RAM management. Nevertheless, this is a 10nm Snapdragon 710 chip against the powerful 855 chip, so I'm actually really impressed with how the X27 actually panned out throughout this video. But nevertheless, the Mi 9 remains king in the smartphone world, and until next time guys, this is TechNick.